Welcome to The Sarah Scoop Show. It's time to get the scoop with Sarah.
Hi, my name is Meganne Young and I'm an actress. You may have seen me in a little project called The Kissing Booth, and I really love pizza. I feel like I should throw that in there. In Booth 2, you find all the same characters that you loved from the first film, and this time Elle is trying to juggle her long-distance relationship with Noah and then my relationship with Lee, and she's trying to maintain her friendship, but the dynamics are changing. Overall, the whole movie is about each individual character kind of finding their own stride in life and figuring out what they want and how to adapt as they evolve into young adult. It resonates with so many people, all different age groups. The way that we've created the film, the vision of the director, Vince Marcello, is that it has this nostalgic feel. So it feels like a movie that you could have watched, like, I don't know, back in the 80s or something. It has that 80s feel, but then it feels so contemporary at the same time. And all the themes that we're dealing with are themes that people deal with every single day. So whether you're 18 or 28 or 38, you can relate to what these characters are going through. First of all, I love playing Rachel. I think she's such an incredible character, and I think she embodies kindness and compassion. What I love about her is that I think she's a very strong character. At least I really hope that people see her as a very strong female character. But she's also quiet, and she's, she doesn't kind of have to overexert herself in any way, but she knows who she is. And she's kind of figuring out the relationship with Lee and with Elle, but she respects Elle and she wants to respect their relationship and find out how she can kind of find her place without jeopardizing herself. I really love playing her. I think she's a beautiful character. They're exactly the same. I wish I could say I was exactly the same. I think there are some similarities. I definitely am a little bit quieter as a person, so I feel quite similar to her. Sometimes I feel a bit of I flutter between different groups. I don't necessarily just fit into one kind of clique or anything. I like to mix with everybody, and I always have, somebody in some other group to go and see. But yeah, I try to be kind and I try to be compassionate, especially now. I think that's so important in the world. I feel like playing Rachel definitely brought that out of me more and made me more aware of it. So I feel like I try to do that in my everyday life since playing her. It took a while for the scripts to get to us. I think that Vince wanted to make sure that it was like really ready for everyone to see it. So I was very excited. I had no idea what was in store for her, what was going to happen. And I read it. I sped read it. I was so excited and just elated with what she was going to come up against and what I was going to do as an actor and get the chance to do as an actor. And then the fun, crazy scenes. It was just so exhilarating. Yeah, I was thrilled when I read it. Definitely blown away. I feel like this is the hardest question because there's so many great moments. I particularly loved it when the whole ensemble cast was there because it was just such an energy to have the OMG girls and the bro boys, and then to have Joey and Joel there with their kind of energy and banter. And then we had two incredible new actors join our cast, Maisie and Taylor, who are, I can't imagine. Well, I can actually. It's quite difficult when you're coming into a show that's already established and there's a dynamic between those actors, and then you're coming in. It can be a little bit intimidating, but the two of them just clicked with everyone so well, and they're both so kind and warm and crazy talented. So I think that those were my favorite moments when we were all together. They're all such pros. I think it was just really special that we got to make the first movie together. All of us really got along, but then we kind of went on with our lives. We didn't think that we were going to come back into the kissing booth world, into the kissing booth universe. But yeah, we definitely bonded a lot during the second film. And Joey and I have been texting like crazy recently, especially with the film releasing today. We're just both so excited with the work that we've done, and for the audience to see what we were up to for however many months. It was incredible. They're just insanely talented. I didn't think that we were going in for a second. I was so, pleasantly surprised that it was so successful, the first film. It was just like this phenomenon that no one predicted. And I got an email from my agent saying, well, I think they want you to come back. They're making a second one. And it was the biggest surprise. I had no indication. I had no idea. Yeah. With my character specifically, I said the other day I felt like she could like take over the world, and then I said that she could open a restaurant. So I don't know. I feel like Rachel is capable of anything. Maybe she could be president. She could be a really good president. She's like calm, level-headed, determined, and kind and compassionate. She could be president, or maybe a teacher. I don't know. I feel like she would definitely have to have some kind of position in the world where she got to speak to a lot of people. I guess I'm skipping college. Yeah, she'd also go to college. I don't know. There's so many possibilities. I just want them to make it so then I can do it. I actually hadn't read the book before I did the film, and then after I did. And it was so cool because Beth actually came to set. She actually came for the first movie and the second movie. And she's just so inspiring and lovely. And it was great to bring her characters to life. But I hadn't read it before, but I definitely read it after. Well, it's funny that you mention accents because I don't normally like always sound like this. I'm actually South African. I'm not sure if you knew that, but I was living in Cape Town when the movie was casting for local people to be in the movie. So my agent just sent me a brief, and I read for Rachel, and it went well. And then I had a call back with the director and with Michelle, our producer. It went well, and then I booked the role. It was pretty seamless, kind of classic audition process booking. It is, I feel like I've been on such a like emotional roller coaster because it's very surreal, and it's very like, it can be a bit overwhelming, but it's so exciting. And I'm just kind of like, because of how massive Netflix is and how successful the first film is, like the reach that the second one is getting, my followers are just like going up and up and up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, people know who I am. It's very exciting. It feels like a bit of responsibility too, but it's good. It's good responsibility. Most of it was on location, and we moved around quite a lot. We used several different houses for each of our houses, and they were all in different areas. And then we used the University of Cape Town. We used their campus, UCT, and then we went out to another university in Stellenbosch. So we were just like traveling, and then we were on the beach at some point. So we were just moving around all the time, which, yeah, I actually prefer that. I prefer kind of like never knowing where you're going to be the next day. I think it makes it more exciting. Did shoot some of it in the States. Like they did some stuff in LA, and in Boston, I think. And then the majority of the film was actually shot in South Africa, which I just think is like mind blowing. You make this, you literally traveled the world to make this film. It's pretty cool. Get asked this question so often, and it's really tricky because I think that every person's path is so individual in this industry, And there's no kind of formula, there's no step-by-step process. I think that I was really lucky because my home industry in South Africa was very good to me and very supportive of me. And I got to work on incredible American projects that came to South Africa and British projects. So I got to have that international exposure. I got to learn and experience what it's like on a set. And it's a bit like a muscle that you kind of exercise. And the more you do it, the stronger you get. And then when I started to feel a bit readier, I began moving over to LA, and I would go for pilot season and do auditions and I've sent so many self-tapes after self-tape after self-tape. And my advice is that just keep going. You will probably make some mistakes, but it's not smooth, and you just have to persist. There's not going to be this like magical moment. If there is, you were so lucky. But for most people, it takes time. You know, everyone takes time to build their career. I actually have a couple of things, but I'm not allowed to talk about them yet. So next interview, speak to me sometime in the future and I'll tell you.
Thank you for watching The Sarah Scoop Show. Head to sarahscoop.com for more.